Once you've identified a need for slug control, there are 3 steps to consider to get the best out of the slug pellets that you apply. Step 1 is choosing the right product for the job. There are different size pellets to choose from, including the mini pellet Menarex and a standard size pellet such as Slux HP. Menarex offers growers a high number of baiting points per metre square at rates as low as 4 kilograms per hectare. This makes Menarex ideal for use in late summer, early autumn in crops such as oilseed rape, where the slug pressure is high, yet the field conditions are less challenging. Later in the autumn, field conditions are likely to be much wetter, so a standard size pellet such as Slux HP can be a better option. That's not to say that Menarex isn't durable, as both are made using the same ferric field technology, and this means that both are made with the same wet extruded pasta, and they contain a chelating agent that maintains the activity of the pellet for longer in wet conditions. However, the Slux HP's slightly bolder size is inherently more robust when challenged by heavy rain, so certainly a factor to consider when choosing your pellet. Step 2 is knowing the capability of the applicator you're using and the ballistic properties of the pellet, as both can vary considerably. Applicators have their limitations, whether it's a single disc applicator or a twin disc applicator, mounted on a tractor, sprayer, ATV, UTV. Some will spread to 12 metres and others can spread up to 36 metres, also depending on the product used. Applicator manufacturers and pellet manufacturers will have information on spreading capability. For example, this Logic spreader can spread up to 24 metres, whereas a Stock's Fanjet Duo could spread up to 36 metres. Working within these limitations will ensure that slug pellets are applied as accurately as possible. Operators will also have to factor in environmental conditions such as wind, temperature and terrain. The third and final step ahead of and during each application period is making sure the applicator is set up correctly. First of all, check that the applicator is securely mounted to the vehicle, in this case a quad bike. There is advice on where and how to mount the applicator in the machine's instruction manual. Check the mechanical condition of the machine and make sure the hopper is clean and free from any debris that might block product flow. Check any bearings for sign of movement and make sure the disc is spinning freely without resistance. Ensure actuators aren't blocked and are able to open and close. Once happy, the next thing to do is connect the control unit to the vehicle's power and run it up. Make sure the on and off switch is functioning. Height and tilt angle are crucial to achieve the correct spread pattern. Being too high isn't the end of the world. However, consider stability if mounting to applicators or on light vehicles such as quad bikes. Being too low is not desirable. It will result in a reduced spread width and could result in striping. Ideally, most applicators should be mounted 1 to 1.1 metres above the ground, but check the machine's data sheet for the correct guidance. Aim for a positive tilt angle, as this will not restrict the spread width. The operator can use the Certis Calibration wizard to find the correct settings for the applicator and the pellet being applied. For all Certis products and most popular applicators, it gives you the required settings, including aperture setting and forward speed, to achieve the desired application rate. When you've spread the first load, check that you've achieved the desired application rate for the area covered. You can then tweak the settings if it's not quite spot on. The calibration wizard is ideal when switching between standard sized or mini slug pellets.